Yeah, pretty much. Alright, let's see. Where are we headed, boys? Where are we headed? This way. Alright, so Echo's Crossing. Echo Call Crossing. That's where the iron is, and I believe a few other things. Scarlet Horse Camp. Northern Clearing. Apex Forest. Good way to rockier terrain. Favorite Earth Shakers. Poorly travel to this location and may still be present. 9 hours and 10 minutes. Okay, we're just gonna head down here then. Your path is blocked by a small group of Endrian guard. You can go no further until you deal with them. Okay, cool. You got some combat! Finally, after all that reading. I'm sorry guys, this is a game full of talking. So, oh. And there's still more talking.
That's far enough, Fatebinder.
A woman's voice booms from atop a nearby outcropping. Flashes of aquamarine body paint peek out from under her loose-fitting traveler's garb, and her outfit is festooned in braids and knots of sailor's line. Flanked on either side by warriors dressed in Vendrian guard regalia, the woman leans on an elaborate bladed staff, pulsing with arcane energy. A swath of blue fabric rests draped over her arm.
In accordance with ancient customs north and south, I offer and request a delay of blade. There are matters we must discuss without fear of reprisal.
I'll do it later. The woman bows deeply, lowering her head in a practiced display of etiquette. The warriors by her remain in a ready stance, their nerves clearly on edge. In accordance with ancient customs for themselves, I abide by this truce.
As is our custom, we are ready to kill to defend our lands, but we kill only in fair battle. We don't slay our prisoners. We know this isn't Kairos' way, but we must have hope. A few of my kin have gone missing, and though they may have perished, I have to inquire on the off chance they still live. If Captain Tarkus Deimos still lives, we would negotiate for his release. Then if we see him again, it will have to be as enemies. If I may make one more inquiry, what of Palox Tyrell? Did he survive? My apologies, Fatebinder. I had a terrible feeling this errand was in vain from the start. I had no expectations that our friends could be saved, as I'm sure the time for swapping prisoners is long gone. But at least I know of what became of them. That'll have to be enough.
We shouldn't be socializing with Oathbreakers.
I will entertain them as best I can. After all, understanding is the only hope we have. What is it you wish to know? I grew up without my knee bent to Kairos, and if I'm going to bow to someone, let it be another Tearsman. We've ruled ourselves just fine for centuries, so we'll give our lives so that our sons and daughters might rule themselves. You make conflict sound like a bad thing. Yes, the younger realms saw frequent battles, but it was never this wholesale slaughter like we've seen of late. No Tearsman ever cast an edict on the soil, or forced prisoners to kill each other, or butchered beastmen tribes. There's freedom, then there's trusting idiots with power. Give a man 1,000,000 marauders, he'll lose sleep worrying over his neighbor's 1,000. I prefer my realms ruled by the braver sex. For centuries, we've left the lands to the women and the seas to the men. And we did plenty fine until Kairos came around. Oh, we don't. Those who believed Kairos could be stopped all died years ago, in the first wave of fighting. It's not about the hope of victory. It's about the hope of inspiring others. It is very likely we will fall here in Vendrian's Well. But perhaps others will arise elsewhere. I doubt life is any better sworn to some mad Archon. I'd rather stand with my fellow Tearsmen. Or, I suppose, stand immediately behind them in the event of an attack.
At that remark, the soldiers flanking her exchange shocked looks. Ed turns her focus to her compatriots.
Yeah, you heard me. Way things were years back, you'd all be calling me a water witch and conspiring to sell me out to the nearest sage. Just because I'm helping you stop Kairos doesn't mean I've forgotten the hospitality of ages past.
And people wonder why the Tearsmen could never unite in time to fight back. It's refreshing to see that some things never change.
We have no luck either here in our army, so I don't see why it really matters. Let's see, how did you and your friends overthrow the garrison?
I would joke that the voices of Narat left the gate unlatched, but dozens of warriors lost their lives taking the citadel. There was no secret to it. We simply attacked with speed and certainty at a time when the Archons were elsewhere in the tiers. The Scarlet Chorus had a rout, and what few disfavored soldiers were present made an impressive showing. But they were surrounded and overwhelmed once the chorus fled. Listen to you, thinking just like the Overlord wants you to think. There always has to be a person in charge, or things don't make sense. Well, we don't answer to anyone. We are each of us sons and daughters of the Tiers, and take this task upon ourselves freely. But Captain Tarkus Ari, former Falksman of Queen Vendrian Alanta, is the voice we trust when we seek unanimity. Yes, Deimos was Ari's brother. We were certain he was dead, but the captain takes family seriously, so I volunteered to find some answers. And now here we are. That is our way, Binder. Here in the south, only thugs and bandits kill prisoners. The younger realms may be guilty of constant fighting, but we never slay each other when the battle's long over. We're not about to change that now. As a rule, Kairos' forces haven't been keen on swapping prisoners. But I know our disfavored prisoners aren't prisoners anymore. I just assumed they were swapped for some of our own. Fair enough. But now a question for you. The Edict. I can feel its magic coursing through the air. Everyone can. But those of us enlightened to the currents of magic feel it most. The wording of the Edict. What was it?
I'll just be truthful, it's not like it's gonna matter.
In the name of the vaunted North, the will of Kairos should be delivered with blade and hammer, not to the ears of oathbreakers and compromisers.
Listen, man, we're all gonna die anyways if we don't take it anyway, so we might as well just give him some information.
Curious. You did say all in the valley. So the edict will affect Kairos' forces? This is most unexpected.
Yeah, pretty much.
That is most troubling. So either the soldiers come to destroy and kill us, or the edict does the work. I suppose we should be so honored the Overlord is taking no chances on us. I've another question for you, if you will entertain it.
No problem.
Are we really standing here and chatting with Oathbreakers? It's hard to watch. Like cuddling a goat you're going to kill for dinner.
I just want to know who she is. I mean, for all I know, she could be a freaking companion in the future.
When I was young, my parents told me the Tiers were special, and the Overlord's edicts and armies could never touch us. Seems I've been told a hefty sum of lies. So answer this honestly for me, please. Is it true that Tunon's fate binders can smell truth from falsehood?
Nope. Boy, I don't even know what the hell's going on right now.
Thanks for that. I could see why you'd want to foster the mystique all the same. The School of Tides would always tell commoners we didn't know how to summon drinkable water. Once they find out, you can't eat in peace. And Kairos' edicts. I have heard the sages speak at length that some of the edicts elsewhere in the world have been broken. How is this?
Man, I wish I had lore. I don't know what this is saying, man. This sucks. Overlord has some control over how the edict lingers, but Kairos only knows the exact details.
Ah, so some edicts are forever. The rest are, as long as Kairos has in mind? Needless to say, Kairos' magic is unlike anything we've seen in any Archon.
She's just a, what did you call it? Magic enthusiast, I guess you can say. I too dabble in such things.
And one more mildly self-indulgent question, but I simply must know. Kairos, male or female?
Jesus, I don't even know. I honestly don't know.
You don't know either. You work for the Overlord, but you don't know if she, or he, has an innie or an outie?
You know what? That's a good damn question. I don't know.
You speak true. It ultimately matters not. My apologies. The question now seems rather foolish. You must remember, Kairos was just a horror story from distant lands for much of our lives. We have many unanswered questions.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
You'll forgive, I hope, the questions. The Overlord and his Archons used to be things of legend. Now they're everyday maladies, and I'm eager to separate the truth from the lies I've been told by house and guild. In accordance to our most ancient customs, let us depart in honorable accord. May peace find you, Fatebinder.
She bows deeply, pounding her staff on the ground twice before turning to leave. Alright, well, these guys hate me, but I really don't care. Oh. The Will of Kairos. New missive. Nightgrave. Word has reached this court that you have issued the Overlord's edict to the Archons of War and Secrets. Know that we understand fully the weight of this burden and appreciate the loyalty you show in its declaration. Provided you survive this span, your service will be duly recognized. As you navigate the idiosyncrasies, and mutual antipathy of our overlords war masters, remember that Kairos watches all with interest. Those who distinguish themselves, whether Fatebinder or Archon, have the opportunity to rise in the overlord's esteem. Even now, the northern cores whisper that the more successful of the two Archons will be granted rule over the whole of the peninsula. Similarly, your fortunes rest upon the decisions you make. Choose wisely. Thank him for the advice, request clarification, express dissatisfaction. Archon Tunon, allow me to express my deep appreciation for this opportunity. Few in the Empire have the honor of treating with Archons, and fewer still of reading the empowered words of the Overlord. I endeavor always to emulate your exemplary foresight and judgment. I remain in all things your faithful servant. Fatebinder Nightgrave. Alright, send it. Alright, cool. I didn't know this. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. I didn't know of this the last time I played. That's interesting. Cool. So Tunon actually talks to you too. Who knew? Earthshaker, yada yada yada. Taking the Outer Valley, yada yada. Okay. Right. Her parry and her dodge are really low, apparently. That's not good. What happened? Stance, red geyser, -10 dodge. Why is she in a weird stance? Adds bonus damage to your next attack, equal to 50% of the damage received from attackers. Oh, I see. Okay. Makes sense. Let's see, what do you have? Honor Gods, Bronze Fate, Balks. Okay, so we have a guy that can slash. Actually, we have 2 people who can slash. So I don't have to worry about that. I have stabbing and crushing now. So I can throw this on. Yeah. Alright, cool.
Right. Can't do that.
What? Why can't I attack him?
Yes. Yes.
You continue. It proves everything. The warrior slams her fists together in resounding clap. Like, for instance, whether you fit to lead the flock of children. Behind her, the members of her gang posture with weapons held at the ready. Did you not hear the news of the edict? This is a foolish distraction. We ought to be saving our fight for the enemy. The chorus warrior looks to his gang, giving them a quick nod. What's the problem here? Hey, he's right. The edict will kill us all if Essential is not taken soon. No problem here, Lord Binder. She tosses her blade in the air, catching it with a smile on the way down. Captain Fuckwit. Here, it seems he's about to balk from this challenge. Thinks just because he used to run a ship, he's qualified to run a game. She spits on the ground, looking up at the scowl, so I'm calling him out. Because the way I see it, his warriors ought to follow me, not this new blood. Captain Fuckwit was my father. Fuckwit will do just fine. The warrior points at the opposing gang. If we have to prove our strength, we'll do so happily, but I'll have your hands and feet removed and the rest of you kept for my own use. Get a wager on this fight? I could use a few rings. Allow me to join you. I enjoy a good bloodbath. The soldiers offers a quick solemn nod. Come, who of you will be first to meet my blade? The gang leader tosses her knife from one hand to the next. Yeah, I'm just gonna watch this, right? Oh! Huh. None of the important people lived. What the heck? That was the worst fight. Listen, lady, I guess you're in charge now. Have fun. Right, I'm gonna take everything they have. Cool. Anyways, Yep, that was a very useless fight. Just saying it now. Hilarious, but ultimately dumb.
Ah, got it.
Whetstone, activate. Yep, tons of stuff I can use and sell. Coolio. The guard places her hands by her belt as you approach, gripping the hilt of her blade. Past this point is chorus territory, and you don't look like someone's conscript. You sure you're in the right place? I'm always in the right place. The guard tenses up, locking eyes at you, the walking hunk of rust. But see, she, maybe, it, doing it here. He's an allied warrior. I'll step in. Let's go. Before she can draw her blade, you advance, place your foot behind hers, and give her a stiff shove on the shoulder. Caught off balance, she tumbles backwards, triggering an outburst of laughter in the other guard. I can't believe you sassed the Fate Finder. You're just a stupid ponce. Didn't I tell you we had a special guest coming? The guard waves you in with a smile. Come on in and don't let the ninny shitters in camp give you any guff. Right, let's see here. Ooh, what is this? Fanciness. Let's go mystical energy. Sigil illusion. What is there? Spectral blur. Marks the target in blurred illusion, making them harder to hit. Oh, cool. And then this one is strength, which means... Oh, it gives it more... Oh, cool. It gives you about 7% more. Nice. Is that for this one too? Or... Let's see, it gives you 2, 3 max, I guess. Alright, let's see. I think this is a good time to stop. It's Wolf. The dog looks up at you and whimpers. Aw, poor doggo. Can I give it food? Is there a way I can do that? I have like raw meat on me, I think. Whatever the heck it is. Actually, yeah, where is it? What? Oh, it's on my body. Gosh dang. I got the fish. Raw meat. I can't do anything with it. Right. Just gonna stuff all this stuff in the stash. I don't know what's good, I don't know what's bad. I'm glad this party stash is like... Why, you know? Unlike most games these days, where your inventory is just, you only have a limited amount. There you go. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna call it here today. We've done a lot of reading. I'm sorry there was not a lot of gameplay, but this game is mostly about reading anyways, so... hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully, I think I'll go to Echo Call later. Supposedly, I have to fight there anyways, so that might be a good spot to go to. Just so you guys can have some type of action. But most of this game is just about reading because, you know, your choices matter in this game. So it's a lot of lore to it. Alright. That would be it.